Hello, in the last lesson of our LaserShowGen laser show course. I hope you enjoyed so far and learned a lot of things, new things, or something different than you used to know about this software and making laser shows. In this episode, as I said before, I will show you more animations, a few more animations, which will be perfect for some parts of this song, because as you can see we have still a lot of space to use. So long story short, let's start with first one, and I think that the very end of the build-up will be good to start with. So let's hear what we've got in this part. Okay, and I think that's the part I'm interested in the most at the moment. Yes, that's our beginning. Let's start with this one. So we have to put the marker, go to editor mode, delete this animation because we know we don't need it anymore. Let's check if the length is correct. No, it's not. And we have two options right now. We can chop it here to leave this separate nodes separately, or make longer animation and keep this thing also in this animation. Personally, I like keeping animation short if that's possible, and make, for example, 10 animations one by one instead of one longer animation, because I have bigger control over shorter animation than longer and more complex. So let's say that's our end and beginning of the new one. So 335. Let's change the length. Yes, perfect looping. And what we can do with this one, as you can hear the sound asking us to make something rising from the bottom to the top. Yes, the sound asking. Okay, so we can make dots one more time, but without feeling of the solid line inside. Let's go with the ease in curve type, which means our dots will starting from slow rotation to faster and faster, but it will be not enough, not all you can expect right now. Let's change it to two colors, very contrast colors. So we will set the light blue with red. Frequency of the color, let's say 9, and not 9, maybe set it to 12.5, and the same as number of dots, but our color will spin in the different direction. So for example, our color will be spinning to the left and our dots to the right. It will make more dazzling effect. Let's check it out. Yes, it's exactly what I wanted to do, but we made like one thing is missing, which is the spinning speed. Let's put it like this and check the difference. Okay, and I think it will be very impressive, but it's still not the end, because we had similar effect, so it would be very poor if I would make exactly the same thing. So let's squeeze it out to the middle, something like this. Let's see how it looks like inside. Okay, and then select it and go to the bottom. Oh, sorry, I made a few clicks too much. So one more time, squeeze it, drag it down, enable the animation, and let's say with the same pace to the top. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Send timeline, not live. Send timeline. Okay, and we have to make something fitting to this surprisingly calm ending, right? Delete this animation, we don't need it anymore. It's 114. Okay, let's play a bit with the scope. But I have one idea. Let's make the same thing we did last time. So let's borrow last frame here. Okay, 114. Two. Click to the black with one pace. Reapply colors. Okay, and since we select only the scope, but this animation was supposed to be on the full length, then it's darkened here, but from next frame it's still full visible. So we have to select the second part of the scope and delete it. All right. Okay, next step for next node. Two nodes. Somewhere here. Let's say here is okay. Let's make one circle. Like here. And let's move it quickly from 1 to 2nd place without any transition in between, like from 1 place to 2nd place. And let's see if I made it. Okay, it's asking us to make the same thing. Okay, let's make something like this. We have 3 notes here. All right, let's make it sorry, my fault. It should be like this without rotation. Without this effect, only solid line. And let's change the color inside only. And to red one more time. I made some mistake. Okay, we should make more longer. Too much. This one is only one frame. Whoa. So delete this one here. Let's start from this frame. It's here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Delete, insert, and we have drop again. To make this effect a bit vibe, we can make the fade out effect. And since it's too long, we can just change duration from the place we like, from the beginning of the red color, it's somewhere here, and drag the line to the top to change the fade out, fade in, or strobe effect. Honestly, with everything we have on the envelopes. Okay, let's select different place of the animation right now. Okay, let's go to this part, and we have something like this. Let's start from this note, this tact. Clean the editor window. Yes, and we have perfect loop, so we can start with, we can continue with this animation. And the thing I wanted to show you is how you can edit the animation or add this animation a bit more vibe on the timeline by using effects inside by using effects on the layer. But first of all, let's create some animation. We have a few notes, a few sounds we can focus over this part, like main melody, like the bells, or I have no idea how to call that sound, and the percussion part. Snare, yeah, that's snare. Okay, in this example, since we have two notes, since we have two significant sounds like the melody and something in the background, we can split it to two animations and combine it on two layers and play it at once, right? So in this animation we will focus on, let's call it tiny bells in the background. Let's draw a wave, and let's say it will start from negative value to positive value, frequency 3, and a few movements back and forth. Nope, I don't like this curve in this situation. Also, I don't like the amplitude, it's too big. So let's go like this. All right. Okay, it's almost okay, but I don't like the gradient type here. This one is also bad. Okay, let's check it out how it looks like then on live. I hope it's just the preview issue, but I can live with that. So we have okay, and as I said, we can combine it with the second layer. Let's add it here. Let's start in the same place. Delete this one. Okay, and let's draw tiny lines in different color which will contrast to the purple. Okay. To the black, because fading to black is always giving us a good effect. Whoa, that was a mistake. Here. Here are 4 nodes. We can change the color to the yellow. 4. Let's make it more noticeable because of the my fault, because I didn't change the scope. Okay. 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 And in this part, we will make something by using strobe effect on the timeline. So let's say we just draw we will draw a few circles. It's better to track it this way. Okay, it will be good. And put it right here. Okay, but we forgot about the ending. Let's select that and let's change the circles to the spinning lines. So if we have already selected that scope without any other drawing, and we have this one, then if we would like to draw the lines in proper place, we can just draw it here. But we won't see it now since we are outside the scope, so it's nothing. But if we go to the scope, then we will see that our lines are present here. Okay, and the only thing we are missing here is some rotation. We can click on this button or make movement manually. We can also use the anchor of the rotation of the object, but in this example it won't make much difference. But just an example, if we draw a line like this here, or maybe a bit longer to make the anchor on the square, on the grid, then if we drag the rotation button, it will just drag itself in the own axis. But if we move the anchor, for example here, and move the rotation, then as the name of that feature means, the anchor, it's here. We can also move the anchor outside the object, and we will move it around the anchor. So that's for your information. Keep that in mind. Maybe it will be helpful for you one day, so it's good to keep it in mind. Alright, one thing I wanted to show you with the strobe effect on the timeline. Let's select the first frame when the red circles starting to show. Split it here. Then let's find the last frame, which is here. Split it also in this one, in this place. Select only this part with the circles and add strobe effect. Alright, and now we have two layers with two parts of the animations drawn in two different editor windows, but at the end of the day, and your audience, you will see it as one animation from one laser projector. So that's also a nice way to draw a bit more complex animations, because you are splitting it to a few parts if song is requiring to do that, or if you have some idea like this. So it's good to know that it's also doable. Okay, but let's see what we made this time. We will see on the live preview the first one. Nice one. And let's go back to the second one animation. And it's also sweet. Remember to not force your scanners too much. You have to know the limitation of your laser projector. So if you make too complex image, for example like this one, when we have a lot of objects to draw at the same time, then your image can be distorted or start to flicker. So if you would like to avoid that effect, and when it's not on purpose, then make the animation a bit less complex. Okay, that's the end of our course. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to join our course group on Facebook. You had invitation on your email already, and I'm sure we already talked a few times in comments. So don't forget to visit us, exchange your knowledge, experience. Don't hesitate to ask questions, and see you soon in next course.